Hey all, Kyle from Courier here. Today I'm going to talk to you again about journeys within Courier's platform, and specifically how we create journeys. So if you are a product manager or you're a growth manager, someone in marketing who's handled lifecycle flows in the past, you might have experienced just how difficult it can be to spin up a new lifecycle program. And in the past you've had to engage with designers, and you might have to had someone who knows the different platforms for execution to create these workflows, or you might have to get buy-in from strategy and someone like from engineering to pipe in all the data. Courier's made that a lot easier just with our canvas alone to allow people to access the data they need to create really custom workflows and journeys that send out notifications across a lot of different channels to create a really unique and personalized experience for your customers. The one thing that I really want to talk to you today about is our Courier Journeys API. With that Journeys API, you can now create journeys from your AI coding agent, as well as all of the messages that correspond with that journey. I'm going to dive in here and just show you a little bit more about what I mean. Okay, I'm going to start with Cursor here. Now you can use any coding agent that you want for this. I'm using Cursor because I have a skill that I've built here for creating journeys. And I'll upload that skill to our GitHub repo for you to be able to use. And what Cursor does is it just creates a really nice format for the interview process where the AI asks me a series of questions to be able to ship this journey. So let's get started here and I'll show you what I mean. So I've named this Courier Journeys Create, and it's going to start off with asking me about my API key, which in this case I've already set up in the background with using Supabase. The next thing it's going to ask us is what type of framework we want to use. So now we support CLI, but we also support a bunch of different SDKs like Node or Java or Go or Python. In this case, I already have Node installed, so I'm just going to go ahead and go with that. And then the second thing is it's asking me what data or how we want to trigger this journey and with what data. So for this, I'm going to use API, although you could use the segment tool by Twilio to send product events. And I want to send some product data, let's call it DAU, project create, and a few other ones here. I'll also pass some company information like the company name, the account value, that individual's role, and the industry that they sit within. Now it's going to start asking me more in-depth questions about how I want to set up this workflow. We could go through this really in-depth if we wanted to and detail each step, or you can go a little bit more high level. And in this case, I'm going to go pretty high level and just ask it to create an onboarding series that's multi-channel based on behavior, and use AI to classify into different usage tiers. Okay, so after asking me a series of questions about how I want to set up this journey, it's created this proposed flow, and it's visualized it for me before it actually hits the endpoint and sends this journey to the Courier platform. As you can see, it's very visual, it's very self-explanatory, and it's basically the exact way that we talked about it. I'm pretty happy with this, so I'm going to let it go ahead and build it. Okay, great. So it built the journey for me in the platform. I can go through here and check out all of the data that I had it invoke. It went and called additional information. The AI node came in and used its intelligence to classify users into one of three branches here. And then it had a copy editor node that sent out emails and inbox messages, SMS push, all of the different channels that we had in our workflow. And as you can see here, it even created an email for us with the data input coming in through the subject line and the body copy. So that's about it. Thank you guys so much for tuning in and watching this little demo. I hope you guys enjoy this feature. I know I have, as someone who's been building these types of journeys for the better part of my career. It's really unlocked a lot of creativity as well as the ability to spin up new ideas really quickly, whereas before it would have been a long process. I hope you enjoy it. Let us know what you think, and we'll talk soon. Bye.